Hi there, my name is Annette Bray. Thank you for joining me in this video. And you've likely found your way to this through my blog, where I share with you the importance of communicating with the nervous system in the process of either activating muscles in a functional activity, some movement we love, or some functional strength that we're seeking to build, or we're trying to release tension in the body, either because of a stress pattern or poor posture for all kinds of reasons. And the communication with the nervous system is crucial for these changes to happen. Because when we feel physical pain or discomfort for whatever reason, and we're trying to move, and we're trying to experience a body that is relaxed and fluid, if we've been holding on to a pattern that causes discomfort for a long time, we have to develop the awareness of how we're showing up in order to understand how to shift to a pattern that serves us. And so when we're engaging in some type of activation, when we do so intentionally, we create the kind of awareness that allows us to feel the body move with more fluidity and more function. There needs to be a communication with the nervous system that allows the response of the nervous system to be one that gives us what we're seeking. The feeling of fluidity, the feeling of comfort, the feeling of ease or power. And when we're trying to release and we're trying to feel a sense of relaxation, if we're not communicating with the nervous system that there is a wellness, a well-being within us that inherently allows us to let go of the guarding that we're holding, that is that excess tension, that can be those poor postural patterns, then the nervous system isn't going to change the way it behaves. So that's the why of doing it this way. The how is the process of gaining the awareness, feeling into that, making a different choice as to how we show up by giving the nervous system different input so that it can create different output. So as I promised in my blog, we were going to take the example of the exercises that so many of us do, whether it be with a tennis ball, a foam roller, or some other self-massage tool that allows us to release areas of the body. And I'm not going to go into detail on which tools are better for different things. Okay, that's another topic. I'm simply going to go into the how of creating the response from the nervous system that we want by the awareness and choosing different input that allows the pattern of responsiveness from the nervous system to be different. So I'm going to use a tool here called the orb to release the outer hip. So without guidance, I will often see clients or other individuals I observe trying to release something quickly, without awareness, without connection to their body in the process. And since we're trying to release this tension that often happens subconsciously, if we are not consciously connected to the process of releasing, the input to the nervous system is the same. And so the output from the nervous system will be the same. So you can use this process in anything you do to release in this way. And I'll take you through that to experience how different it can be when we're giving the nervous system different input by being aware and being connected, and that input being different. So I'm going to go to the outer hip, and again, the spot doesn't matter for our purposes here. So as I place the ball there, I'm going to feel some tension, and different areas will induce this sensation for you, okay, in whatever your chosen exercise is. And so in this area, I start to feel pain, and I can choose to be disconnected to not experience what I'm feeling. And in that state of being, my nervous system gets the same input. Okay? There's tension, there's discomfort, I'm disconnected, I don't want to experience that pain, or it's so excruciating that I react to it and I grip down. And the nervous system in that case gets basically the same input it's always gotten, which is there is a reason to hold this tension and guard. So if I do this differently, I choose to feel what's happening in this area of my body. If it's so excruciating that I don't feel like I can tolerate it, I make a choice to move off and out of that excruciating state and move to a place where it's just pushing my edge, okay, where I can stay in that edge. So as I'm here, I'm choosing to feel. I'm choosing to notice the nuances of sensation, again, just at my edge. And by choosing to be present and feel the experience, all the nuance that's there, and then activating my breath. So I lengthen the exhale, and I allow the inhaling breath to come in easily and smoothly, and just tend to that rhythm of my breath. And then I oscillate in to the feeling, choosing again to truly experience the nuances of sensation that are happening here. I start to notice that shift is happening. And at the very least, I start to notice that shift is possible. So wherever you are in whatever position, take 5 breaths. Drawing out the exhale. Feeling the easy expansiveness of the inhale. And oscillating into feeling, choosing to really connect to the sensation here in this physical space of the body. And in that manner, the nervous system's input is entirely different. And the communication with the nervous system through presence, through calming breath, which brings the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system into balance, then allows you to communicate with your nervous system that the tension you've been holding can actually be released. So this may happen quickly, especially if you do this stuff on a regular basis, or they may be areas of the body that take a little bit longer to let go. The more accepting you are that some of this takes time, and the body has its own innate wisdom in the process of choosing how it lets go, you'll probably start to notice that the process is accelerated. Because we're communicating with the nervous system, we're working with the nervous system to actually allow this release to happen. So I invite you to take the time to really do this in this manner and see how different it is. Right? What it's like to sit in awareness, to be in the presence of discomfort, to choose to feel, and to communicate with the nervous system that all is well here. So thanks for joining me. And I look forward to seeing you on Instagram. And feel free to communicate with me any questions, any input you have about this. Thanks so much for being here. Namaste.